Alright, good morning, fuckers. It's 9:30 in the morning. Much better. I mean, usually this is when I wake up every day anyways. So I'm in a much better mood. As opposed to the last time it was 6:30 in the morning. Did not like that at all. But I actually need to slow down a bit. I may include the little chase I had of the Lexus. Easily could have passed them, but you know, my bike wasn't warmed up yet. We were already doing 90 miles an hour on the street. Had to take the exit. But again, I don't really race cars anymore because I always win. There hasn't been an exception yet, I believe. But anyways, not sure. I just need to slow down. So talking tends to slow me down. Because I need to get to Jersey Mike's at 10. I've got to be one of those assholes that orders something right as they open, because I got to clock in at 10:30. So I'm gonna get my sandwich, the number 12 or the Cancro special. Which, I mean, I've only been to Jersey Mike's once, and I did generally when I go to new places like that. I tend to do my research beforehand to see, how to order, what's good, because I hate going there and you don't know the menu and you're just kind of staring and you order something fucking stupid off the menu, what they're not known for. So I ordered that, the Cancro special. It's just roast beef with pepperoni. Really fucking good, actually. It's really good. But what the fuck was I gonna say? But yeah, lately I've just been super busy, and it's funny seeing people text me or message me on whatever social media platform, and I don't reply in like 2 hours and they delete their message. I'm like, chill the, I'm fucking busy. Like, I'll respond to you eventually. Like, even oh, sorry, my buddy Ricky, he's familiar. He'll text me and I won't get back to him for another couple days because I'm just so fucking busy. But some of these girls are just super impatient. And I just leave it. I don't bother them about it. But yeah, lately I've just been I wake up, do what I have to do to take care of myself and prepare myself for work. Go to work. Once I get home, work out and go to sleep pretty much. It's been like that for the past 2 months, maybe a month and a half, 2 months. I don't even know. Crazy to think. I wasn't really that kind of person. I was a very lazy person prior to that, and not lazy in this. Well, just I liked time to just do nothing, just meditate, I guess people would call it. Because when it came to work, I worked hard. When it came to studying for whatever I had to study, I studied hard. But so like for example, right now I'm gonna get to work, get there at 10, pick up the sandwich. I'll probably get to work around 10 or 10:15. And eat my sandwich, clock in at 10:30. Maybe continue eating the sandwich because I got to pick up at 11 o'clock, I believe. Or I start work at 11 o'clock. So that's 30 minutes. It only takes like 10 minutes to prepare for what's going to happen at 11 o'clock anyways. Safety inspections and all that bullshit. Which it turns out I'm the only fucking guy that does it in my department. Which is, when you're operating machines that can easily murder somebody by accident, it's important to do those safety inspections, but no one does them because, lazy. But, anyways, but yeah, I just literally I woke up right now at 9. Got ready for work. Now I headed out the door at 9:30. Now we're here. Got to slow down a bit more because I don't want to get there too early. And yeah, I won't be stopping till like working or just doing something till 11 at night, or 11:10 at night, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Because even, I'll get like a 20-minute break before my actual shift because they called me in early today. But still, 20 minutes, I'm probably gonna use that time to study. Study for my A+ exams, which I passed the first one, thank God. I was kind of nervous not knowing what to expect. But now that I need to take the second exam to get the certification, which it seems a bit easier. It's just a lot of command prompt commands, I guess. Lots of that security issues and stuff. But yeah, so 20 minutes of study, which I can maybe knock out like 2 or 3 videos on Professor Messer. And then I go back to work, do my usual thing for work. And then usually I get a 2.5 hour break halfway into my shift. But I won't be having that today because they want me to train myself on a new, I guess, module for work. I guess you can call it a module, a new aspect, to prepare myself for tomorrow, because they want me to work a certain, they want me to cover a certain employee shift that does a certain thing. So they want me to, train myself during that little break that I have. So I gotta go do that. It'll probably only take like 40 minutes max, but still, normally that's the time I use the first hour of that break to decompress, and then the last hour and a half to study the IT stuff, or to do whatever it does. Once I'm done studying for IT stuff, it's gonna go back. I'm gonna invest it back into art or something else. But still, that's an hour and a half of me investing on myself, I guess. I'm still moving a bit too fast. I should move at the pace of these cars, but I don't like doing that. It's just once you start riding motorcycles, you're always charging ahead. You're always charging ahead within your limits, okay, of course, within your means or whatever, because it's easier to control the stuff that's happening in front of you because you can just react to it, as opposed to the stuff behind you. You have very little control of what goes on behind you, and you can get rear-ended, you can get sideswiped from people coming at you from the sides. So if you're always charging ahead, you're you're rarely going to have that issue. That's why you always, you check your mirrors every now and then. I would say every 3 to 4 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds, depending on your preferences, and on how. And again, that's something you should always be, checking your mirrors. Again, every 3 to 4 seconds, and if you do that every 3 to 4 seconds, it builds your reflexes. It quickens your reflexes. Because, if you see my videos, I do it looks like wild shit to some people. I guess if you're older and your reflexes are slower, or if you just have slower reflexes. But for me, since I, played video games early on in my life and stuff, and just in general just relied upon my reflexes for certain things, it's pretty slow. It's pretty predictable what happens. Plus, I can see everything. I don't necessarily have to, correct a mistake or whatever. Because I can see what's happening in front of me, what's happening behind me. But again, that comes down to scanning every 3 to 4 seconds. It's not... Don't get me wrong, the most important thing you want to... Jesus Christ, this thing's all mangled up. The most important... I guess field of view you want is going to be directly in front, not directly, but far ahead of you. Whatever's directly ahead of you, I guess, that's the most important field of view you want. If you were to sacrifice all the other field of views, but they're all just as important, because what you want to do with motorcycling is always scanning ahead. I shouldn't be worrying about this blue Civic that's next to me or anything. I'm scanning ahead where those trailers are, way the fuck up there. You know, seeing what's going on up there, seeing beyond, seeing as far as I can. Because the stuff that's right here, I've already reacted to it. There's only so much that can happen, and there's only 3 or 4 things that a car directly next to you can do, and you've already in your mind sorted out what you're going to do if it reacts a certain way. If it doesn't do anything, fine, just continue ahead. If it's going to swerve into your path, maybe slow down, maybe speed up, maybe swerve. If it's going to just cut you off completely, stop. But again, these are things that already happened in your head, and they've already happened. You're just waiting for, the future to become the present, I guess, and for your brain to kind of recognize that or catch that moment and implement what you've already had planned. So, but in the meantime, while that's happening, I'm scanning way far ahead. Seeing what's going on, seeing how cars are reacting. Like this guy, he's probably gonna just. Yeah, whatever. Like I'm not too worried about that black SUV, because again I'm scanning way far ahead, seeing what's going on. I see like that orange trailer. I might have to switch over a lane to clear it. Yeah, let's clear it now. Because again, you don't want to get sucked into those tires. You will get sucked in. There you go. I've been sucked into the tires. I've been so fucking lucky to bounce off, bounce back out. But the last time that happened, my top box in the back almost got ripped off. So that was a pretty, that was kind of a, not a wake up call, but like, hey, that's your last chance, buddy. Like, this is your second strike. Another one and you're out. You're fucking dead. So, since then, I've slowed the fuck down. And if you notice, I haven't been riding all that aggressively lately. Mainly because I feel like I have nothing to prove to myself anymore. I can ride beyond the limits of this bike, at least when it comes to the streets. Because, of course, you can look at the tires and be like, there's still like, 3 millimeters of chicken strip left. Like, you're not really at the limit, but it's like you're in the street. You can only ride so hard before you fucking wreck, and that's what the racetrack is there for. It's because you can ride to those limits and wreck in a safe environment, relatively speaking. But in the streets, you only want to be at maybe max 70% of what the motorcycle can do. Every now and then you might scrub, to 100%, maybe not 100%, but like 80 to 90%. But just so you have, you become a better rider that way. You can react to things better. You can brake better. You can, all kinds of shit. Become a better rider, which ultimately makes you a safer rider. But yeah, I've seen what this bike is capable of in the streets, at least under my, command. And it's, yeah, I have nothing to prove anymore. Now I can just chill the fuck out. Yeah, and it feels better this way. I don't get to work exhausted. My heart's not fucking racing. As it usually does when I'm going fucking fast. And I'm still enjoying myself. I not to say I didn't enjoy myself when I was ripping through these cars and stuff, but now I can just chill out, enjoy myself. No need to go fast. Again, let's chill out. There's no need to go fast. 15 minutes to get to Jersey Mike's. Well, 13 minutes, I think. I can't really see the... because in a car, this would take you 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 to 20 minutes. So I might get there maybe a couple minutes earlier. Yeah, this is nice. If I can just chill out. This is still fast for a lot of riders. But if I want to go fast, like right now, if I want to go fast, yeah, I can still do it. It's just, again, it's gonna tire me out, and since I'm working these long hours at work now, it's best that I don't expend my energy just trying to get to work. Eventually, I'm gonna figure out a way to. Ooh, yeah, that's dangerous. Eventually, I'm gonna find a way to just sleep at work. You know, I'm thinking there's different options that I'm considering. The cheapest one, literally, just being, you know, just just pack myself a double hammock and sleep that way. Bring my sleeping bag, because there's plenty of places to go to sleep. No one's gonna bother you at my job because it's so fucking huge. The organization that I work for. See, I'm not going fast at all. But to some riders, that's too fast. But then again, that's what racing is for. That's what, you know, pushing the limits of your bike and yourself is for. It's so you can have now new standards for yourself, better standards for just your normal everyday riding. Make yourself a safer rider, a better rider. But again, this is shit that everyone should know. But at the same time, I don't think everyone realizes that, because you see these old fucks on their Harleys are still like doing the duck walk and shit. And it rarely do I ever come across riders that are that at least when they maneuver, they seem to be as competent as me. You know, I saw one yesterday. He was on a blue Ducati Multistrada or something. I don't know if it was a Multistrada, but it was definitely, you know, one of those. It was a blue, brand new adventure bike with like a dual LEDs in the front. I'm not sure what it was. I'm not really into adventure bikes. Maybe it was a Tenere. Who knows? But yeah, that guy just fucking, you know, off the 101 South, off the Union Station exit. Hey. Yeah, off the Union Station exit. Let me just get in front of this boy. But yeah, he just took like a hairpin turn off that exit, like fucking flawlessly. Dude was like, you know, he was doing like a proper lean, didn't have to fucking stumble or put his feet down or anything. He just took it, and I was like, holy shit, that's better than me. Like you know, my hairpins aren't all that great to begin with. They're not bad. They're just, you know, they could be better. But this guy, especially on an adventure bike, I was like, whoa, shit, like, this guy actually rides, you know? Which I guess makes sense, you know, if you're gonna be, well, I mean, there's all kinds of riders, you know, but, like, you know, there's the guys that just ride exclusively Harleys, all their lives, and there's fucking, they're faster than they're faster than me sometimes. And then there's also sport bike riders that are just always at the fucking limit all the time, and again, faster than me. Then again, but still, just seeing an adventure bike rider just whip it, that was impressive. But still, that was only one rider that I've seen in maybe a month. Maybe I've seen other riders that are just as good, with the exception of the CHP and the TCP. You know, those fuckers on their VFR 1200s, whatever the fuck, massive, you know, bikes. With the exception of those guys, because they do go through through some crazy ass training. Just look up like CHP competition run or something. I don't know. There's a particular CHP officer that does training on low speed shit. And again, I watch a lot of his competition videos, and he's just fucking launching, dude. Launching between these little courses and stuff. It's amazing how fast these guys are. There is no fucking chance that I can ever outrun these people, let alone anyone else. Even if you're a better rider than me, there is no chance you can outrun the CHP on a bike. Because they're just so fucking skilled. At least a few of them are. From what the video illustrates. But yeah, with the exception of those guys, the motorcycle cops, most motorcycle riders out here, they're kind of pathetic when it comes to like their level of the competence of their riding, like how competent they are. And granted, you know, I'm not saying I'm the fucking best. I'm not great either. But still, you know, like I maybe would consider myself, maybe my forte would be, I guess, safety. And safety does not mean slow, does not mean like, you know, sure-footed, whatever. Safety just means, you know, you're not gonna fucking die. You know where you want to be, how you're gonna get there, know what to look for. Knowing your bike, knowing your capabilities and the capabilities of your bike. That's what I feel like my forte is. As opposed to other people, they're just exclusively good at, oh yeah, and lane splitting too. Lane splitting is kind of my thing. You know, there's some riders are really fucking good at, like, you know, tracks. You know, track rides, track days, whatever you want to call them. Really fucking good. Like, I used to ride with the guy with an R6, and holy shit, dude, this guy would just loop us in the canyons. Insane. There's some people that are better at, you know, bike manipulation, you know, like wheeling and just stunts and all kinds of shit. And then, you know, examples of the CHP guy, super low speed shit. I'd say I'm pretty good in a lot of those categories, but I'm nowhere near as good as, or nowhere near as competent as those guys. But yeah, I understand there are different aspects of motorcycling that people are just focused on more than, you know, in value than I do. But then a lot of times you see, a lot of times I just see that they don't even know. They're just duck walking. There's nothing nothing of value that they can offer to someone else in terms of riding, or to themselves. Which is, you know, it's kind of my disdain for the motorcycling community. I don't want to say motorcycling community, but just motorcyclists. I don't like motorcyclists, because I rarely come across a motorcyclist that's, you know, every time I go to Cycle Gear, and you know, some of the shit that these guys say sometimes too, it's like, oh my god, dude, hey, that guy beat me? There's no fucking way. But yeah, that's about it, you guys. Just a little rant. Please give me the light. Give me the light. Give me the light. Just a little rant about just motorcyclists. So yeah, peace out. Be safe. Ride safe.